Hello, welcome back to my channel once more, the place where I review all my new pickups, talk about everything sneakers and streetwear. So we've seen my top 9 from 2024 of all the pairs that actually released last year. Now I'm going to do a very similar list, and actually the content's pretty similar, so hopefully this one will be fairly fast. But this is my favorite 9 of everything I picked up. So as I said before, I will do my best to go through the pairs that overlap pretty quickly. So yeah, let's get bang straight into it. Cool. So starting out, number 9. So this is the military blue Jordan 4. It's this year. It's the pair that dropped that cemented my collection of all of the Nike Airs. Had to be on the list. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Anything that's existed before and I've owned before, it's not going to be massively high up on my list, even if I think this is a super historical shoe. It's just not going to make it that high, but a really good retro nevertheless. Love these old school hang tags. I think the shape is really good. The color is the way it's meant to look. Everything about it they did really well, and I just love the fact that we finally got it with the Nike Air on the back. Cool. So similarly, not standing on ceremonies, with number 8, the royal blue Air Max 1, the OG. This is with the big bubble. Just waiting on the aquas, and I'll finally have a complete set of all 4, because I have had the original not the originals, the 87s in this color, the obsidian and the OG red, since 2017, and I never picked up the aquas, and I've held off since because I keep thinking this is going to drop in aqua. And actually they're not. Well, there's no announcement. So this year, if they don't announce a big bubble aqua, I'm probably going to pull the trigger on the 2017s. The price has come down massively. Problem with them is every pair I find is just completely battered, and therefore not worth it. So we'll see with that one. Cool. Okay, so the first 2023 or non-2024 pair, old school but slightly bigger Asics box. There you go, that's the tag. Joe Light 3 07 remastered in Antler Maroon. And you would have seen the picture. I went TTS as a 12. Absolutely love the shoe. It was insanely limited, and therefore I was never going to manage to get it. But I managed to get them on StockX for under retail 6 months after the drop, maybe, because they did drop at the end of 2013. Wore these on the day that England lost in the Euro 2024 final. Heartbreak for me. Did get back from the pub with these unscathed, so that's good. Wasn't the best day of the year for me, but I really enjoyed wearing these and wore them quite a few other times in the year. So yeah, that's why these come up at number 7 for me. So this also completes the 3 07 remasters. So I think that was all of the pairs, other than there was a big pack that he did that had remasters in as well. But I think these were the 3 standalone drops with the super orange and the super yellow. A few spare laces, ropes, and some darker maroon laces in there. But yeah, just overall really nice. By invite only, sorry. Ronnie, Feig and Kith, Joe Light 3. Completely forgot to actually introduce the name of the shoe there. But yeah, that is my number 7. Cool. Now on to the next pair. Again, will not stand on ceremonies. Cacao Wow, ladies or women's Air Jordan 1. Love this satin tongue with the overall suede on everything else. I feel like anyone else who hasn't picked this up and has just seen the stock images, it will be impossible to kind of formulate thought about just how premium this pair is for Nike standards. But I think like across having the suede all over the uppers, the fact that the 3 colors on here are also really beautiful colors, and then you have like it's almost like a silky tongue and a satin liner. There's just like 3 really nice materials that are mixed on here. You get the dust bag with the like metal aglets at the end of the drawstring. Like they've really not spared any expense, and you can tell why this is 200 and not the 180 typical retail price for a one. I don't really get that same feeling with the 85s. I feel like the 85s should be 10 bucks maybe more than normal, and then this kind of super premium one should be that 20. But either way, if you did pick this up, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, and you see these in a retail store, or maybe even sitting in smaller sizes, I'd have a look, because yeah, for me, this Cacao Wow ladies and Jordan 1, absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait to wear those in the spring. So that's it for that entry. Cool, so now for number 5, and you'll have noticed maybe that any shoes that were in my last list, so the 2024 pairs, I'm not doing the whole unboxing process. I'm just kind of getting them out before shooting. Here you have the Ama Maniere Jordan 4 in the While You Were Sleeping colorway with those creamy laces in them. I spoke a lot about the quality and the build and design of these. It is, imagine the combination of Raised by Women Jordan 3 from Ama Maniere and the ladies sale off-white Jordan 4s, and that gives you kind of a picture of what these are like, I guess, if you made a combination of those two shoes. So yeah, that's that. On to the next one. Cool, so similar thing with pair number 4, actually similar shoe, Jordan 3 Ama Maniere While You Were Sleeping. I just have the right shoe on this one, took the left out from the 4s so you could see the A on the tongue, you couldn't see the Jumpman here. Undes'd these a day or so ago to do on the day I did my top 2024 pairs. Really enjoyable wear for these. Funny story, not really a funny story, but one of these wings broke off of this box, so I have had to super glue that back, and I can confirm that a very simple glue job, super effective, and it hasn't come loose since. Just put a couple of other boxes on top to like wedge it down, and that worked. But yeah, While You Were Sleeping, super really nice leather on these. I think this is one of the sleepers of 24. It's in the name. Really like the kind of almost frayed edges, and it looks like someone's just kind of cut the edges with the scissors, and it really thinned out everything. So yeah, I went to the movies to watch Nosferatu in these. I really liked the movie. Everyone I went with didn't, but that's that. But yeah, it's just a nice kind of wear for going out on a nice little date night kind of thing. So yeah, Jordan 3 While You Were Sleeping. Cool, so into number 3. Again, it's already out the box. You saw it in the last video. Nina Chanel Abney Bi-Coastal Jordan 3, green on green with some creams and little orange hits. Love this super innovative piece on the back tab. I think it's probably the most different bit. Really nice leather lining. This is the best view you'll get of Nina's version of the Jumpman. So it's basically just squared off. So not a huge change, but long gone are the days where Jordan Brand just wouldn't let anyone play with anything. They've let her really roam with free license to be creative on the back tab, and then also on the front here where you get, again, the squared off design of the Jumpman. So what that means is there is no other shoe. She may do another 3 in the future. Right now there's no other shoe that has that design on the tongue and on the heel tab. So they're pretty kind of different from that perspective. Yeah, I will unds these at some point this year. Probably going to put the orange laces in. I do want to find a piece of clothing with some orange in it, and I don't think I have anything really at the moment that matches, but we'll see. Maybe I'll shop for something in the meantime that goes well with them. So yeah, so that's it for, what was that, number 3. Cool, and then number 2, so right at the business end of this special edition box. I will get this out quickly because there's a lot to do here. Really nice box that you see here. Medellin Sunset, so Colombian city, and this is the J Balvin Jordan 3 from 2023. So also didn't drop this year. So the only two shoes I copped this year that weren't from this year were both from last year. Well, I say last year, from 2023, so from the year before. Again, very innovative and really different by Jordan Brand standards. On the heel tab, really nice sunrise, meant to basically reflect Medellin, which is where he's from. And then he has another pair, which is the black pair, which I wasn't a huge fan of. If you've watched my videos, you'll have heard me complain about how much I hate black midsoles. The whole shoe's black, and then it just has this same like pattern on there. Worn these since, copying them. Also, really nice and innovative little hang tag. Whoopsie daisies. Hang tag with his branding on there. Let me show the other side, because again, Jordan Brand have a name for being quite stubborn. They generally do not allow you to put your branding on the heels and stuff, but you know, pair 3 and pair 2, both of which have, actually pair 4, 3 and 2 all have bespoke stuff on the heel and or the tongue, which, so I think it's been a great couple of years for the Jordan 3. There's really been some like outstanding collabs that they have done, and I feel like potentially it could become the most sought after Jordan in maybe a couple of years, as the 4 becomes a bit oversaturated and people don't fall in love with the ones again yet. So yeah, that is number 2, the J Balvin Jordan 3, called Medellin Sunset. Cool, so then number 1, and not a surprise to anyone who watched my last video or even the video when I picked these up, this is the Pata x Nike MX1 in chlorophyll. Spare green laces. Again, I mentioned this in my best of 2024 video. I'll put some links up in the top, your top right, my left, to the prior videos where I picked these up. Just a super special pair. You can see the Pata branding on the tongue. It is the OG color block, but elevated in terms of like there's denim on here. The mesh is much better than something you'd find on a GR. You have a mini swoosh. You have particular co-branding on the tongue, and then aglets that are the same color as the colorway. It's not a blow you away design like the Medellin Sunset. Actually, the last couple of pairs I put there, the Sunset Balvins, the Armand full of little details. Similar thing with the Nina Chanel's. These probably have the least amount of the top 5 of detail, but it's a shoe that's existed since 2009, and as a huge MX1 fan, it's a shoe that I've wanted that whole time. They've been $2,000 plus in my size and old enough that they would have needed a sole swap, so could never really justify, even if I was given $2,000 and I was told I had to spend it. The shoe is unwearable from 2009, so it was even unjustifiable in that extreme example. So never really was able to even see a pair in hand. So yeah, really enjoying owning these. As mentioned in the last video, I may actually double up so that I can beat these a little bit more. It's a really cliche thing for a sneakerhead to say, but I don't really feel it that often with the white cement 4s that are coming out this year now. I may actually do the same, and then I can wear my 2016s more often. But yeah, that is the list. I'm just going to put this off to the side. Only thing left to do is to just go through the fit. So today I have on the Ronnie Feig and Kith collab with Slam Jam and Diodora, called the Primo, on the RF 7000 model. The Fiji THRT denim, so it's THRT denim, and the colorway or the drop is called Fiji. Probably my most worn pair of jeans. This is the Maroon long sleeve 021 Essentials, and then this is Sneaker Politics times New Era fitted in this kind of like almost like an olivey green with it's kind of almost like a lemon yellow underbrim. Yeah, that's the fit. For the day. Another video, as always, I've really enjoyed making. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and my prior top 9 of the year video. It's time for 2025. Go and check out that video. I will put a link here to my top 2024 pairs. Before the top 3, I did do a list of everything this year that I'm looking forward to. So hopefully you'll be able to see pickup videos on each of those pairs. And there was like 10 to 15 of them. If I grab all of them, I'll have had a good year, or an expensive year, depending on how you look at it. And I also actually did a quick run through of the setup behind me and actually to the side, because part of why I haven't made a video, apart from the last one in probably 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it is that I have been rearranging my sneaker room. I mentioned again in the last video, I'll probably do one on clothing as well, depending on how well the whole kind of like the sneaker stuff behind me. So there is a shelf here, and I've redone it to house my hats as well. And so yeah, another video, really enjoyed making. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it. That's it from me. Over and out.